And then my final salute goes to interim head coach Antonio Pierce. After Mark Davis came to his senses and fired the GM and fired Josh McDaniels, who I told you guys is a horrible human being, they gave the job to Antonio Pierce, not just 21st. Okay. They gave the job to Antonio Pierce as an interim head coach right now with the potential to possibly be in the runnings next year for the head coaching job. I told you guys time and time again before how I felt about Josh McDaniels. He is one that I have not been in favor for. Story comes out by the great Jay Glazer, comes out Sunday. The Raiders had a come to Jesus meeting, okay? And it was an opportunity for the team, captains, whoever, to speak their piece. And they unloaded on Josh McDaniels. Player after player after player. In the cowardly manner that Josh McDaniels moves in, he had Antonio Pierce speak on his behalf. In the speech that Antonio Pierce had talked about, he said, I was a part of that New York Giants team that every week we believed in our game plan so much that it didn't matter who we played, we felt as if we were going to win. We need to restore that feeling back into our program. Well, if you know anything about that team that he was talking about, that team went on to beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. The offensive coordinator of that team, Josh McDaniels. According to Jay Glazer's story, after that riveting speech, because they said that the team was kind of feeling like, okay, you know what? That's right. We can do that. Josh McDaniels then goes to Antonio Pierce and he says in front of people, don't ever talk about the Patriots again. And he said, that's when it all went to crap. And it's another example of just how poor of a leader Josh McDaniels is. Unfortunately, Mark Davis is going to cost you some cash. You still paying for the whole John Gruden situation. So now you got John Gruden, you got the GM, and you got Josh McDaniels. But you made a good move. Antonio Pierce goes out, plays against his former team, New York Giants, and put the whooping on him. Got the switch. Go get the switch, and you better not come back with a small one. Get the switch. They beat the brakes off the New York Football Giants. I think it was 30-6. Yeah, 30-6. They beat up on the New York Football Giants. Knocked out Daniel Jones in that game. I don't know what this means for the Raiders, but guess what, Raiders? I can pick you now. Josh McDaniels is out of there. He's a rich man, but he's out of there. Shout out to Antonio Pierce.